WTLC.
Broadcasting from the WTLC studios, the Twin Lakes Radio Players present Frank Capra's classic, It's a Wonderful Life, adapted for radio by Philip Gratian. Our story in a moment, but first, a word from our sponsor. It's only a hop, skip, and a pleasant drive from Bedford Falls to beautiful downtown Monon, home of Gutwein Motor Company. Philip Gutwein Jr. founded Gutwein Motor Company back in 1934. Mr. Gutwein envisions a future in which his son, grandson, great-grandson, and great-great-grandson carry on the family legacy. The experienced sales staff at Gutwein Motor Company is eager to put you in the Ford of your dreams. Our highly qualified technicians will provide you with exceptional service in a timely manner. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company. And now, It's a Wonderful Life.
I owe everything to George Bailey. Help him, Lord.
Please, God, help my son George.
He never thinks about himself, sir. That's why he's in trouble now.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I love him, Lord. Watch over him for me.
Dear God, please bring Daddy back. Thank you, your friend Zuzu.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
The name George Bailey keeps turning up.
Yes, I know.
We should probably send someone down.
Whose turn is it?
Clarence, the clockmaker.
Oh, Clarence? He still doesn't have his wings, does he?
He doesn't have much going for him at all, sir.
But he has faith, Joseph, a strong and simple faith. Seems to me that's exactly what George Bailey needs right now. Send for Clarence.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. Someone needs our help. His name is George Bailey, and he's about to throw away my greatest gift.
His life?
His life.
Oh, dear.
It will be your mission, Clarence, to change his mind.
I have a mission. Sir, if I should accomplish my mission, might I perhaps have my wings? It's been nearly 200 years now, and, well, people are beginning to talk.
Clarence, you do a good job, and you'll get your wings.
Thank you, sir.
Now, no time to lose. Joseph?
Sir?
I'm turning this over to you. Brief Clarence on his mission.
Yes, sir.
I have my eye on some sparrows I must attend to. Good luck, Clarence.
Thank you, sir.
Now then, Clarence, let's go back in time for a bit of background on George Bailey.
Come on, Harry.
That's him, George Bailey, 12 years old.
They're sliding in the snow, down the hill.
And across the icy pond.
Riding on snow shovels?
It's a contest to see who can get the farthest.
And stepping up to the starting gate, my kid brother, Harry Bailey.
I'm not scared, George.
Come on, Harry. You can do it, Harry.
Go, Harry, go.
Harry, go, Harry. Come on, you can do it, Harry.
Here I go!
Yay! Yay! Go, Harry,
Here
go!
goes the scare baby,
Harry.
my kid brother, Harry Bailey.
Oh, he's going much farther than the others, and faster.
And out where the ice is thin.
He's fallen in. He's gone under.
I'm coming, Harry.
George is jumping in. Where is he? There he is. He's got Harry.
Lie flat on the ice. Make a chain. Make a chain.
They're pulling him out.
George saved his brother's life that day, but he caught a bad cold, and the infection cost him his hearing in his left ear. It was weeks before he could return to his after-school job at Gower's drugstore.
Mr. Gower, it's me, George Bailey.
What's he doing? Playing with something bolted to the tobacco counter.
Cigar lighter. It's a complimentary light for customers.
He doesn't smoke at his age.
No, he dreams and makes wishes.
On a fallen star?
No, on that old cigar lighter. It's a tradition among the boys in Bedford Falls.
Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog!
He'll get his wish.
Mr. Gower, you back there?
You're late.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, hi, Mary.
I have a whole dime. I'm trying to decide between a soda and chocolate ice cream.
Hello, George.
Hi, Violet.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Violet.
You mind if I sit here at the soda fountain with you?
Certainly not.
The usual?
Mary was here first.
I'm still deciding.
All right, then. 2 cents worth of licorice shoelaces.
The usual. I'll go get them. Be right back.
I like him.
You like every boy you see.
What's wrong with that? Oh, here he comes.
Here you go, Violet.
Thank you, George. Help me down off the stool. It's awfully high.
Uh-uh.
Never mind. There. Did it myself. Goodbye, Georgie. Goodbye, Mary.
Bye, Violet.
You made up your mind yet?
Chocolate ice cream.
What's that? Say it in my good ear here.
Chocolate ice cream.
With coconut?
I don't like coconut.
You don't like coconut? Say, don't you know where coconuts come from?
A coconut tree?
No! Well, yeah, but where is that tree?
I don't know.
Tahiti, or the Fiji Islands, the Coral Sea? Look here. National Geographic magazine. Only us explorers get one. I've been nominated for a membership.
Ooh,
You just wait. I'm going to go out exploring someday.
I know you will.
Darn right. Hey, what's this under the table? You dropped something?
No, George,
Hold on, I'll get it.
George? Oh, this is your bad ear. I know you can't hear me with this ear, but I love you, George Bailey. I'll love you till the day I die.
Here it is. Looks like some kind of telegram or something. You dropped this? Hey, what's the matter with you?
Nothing.
I'll go get you that ice cream.
I changed my mind. I have to go. Goodbye, George.
Well, don't that beat all. Oh wait, you forgot your telegram. Maybe it isn't hers. Dear Mr. Gower. Oh. We regret to inform you that your son Robert died? Died this morning of influenza. Everything was done for his comfort? Oh gee. Mr. Gower, is there anything that I can... Oh, sorry, I didn't see the bottles there. I didn't mean to...
I'm just making this order out Mrs. Blank pill doctor prescribed.
Sure, but...
Put this jar back up while you're at it. I'm done with it.
Yes, sir.
Doctor prescribed.
Say, this is poison! Mr. Gower, they got the diphtheria over at the Blaine's house, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Gower, did you get the stuff in these capsules out of this jar?
Get going.
Mr. Gower, I don't think that...
Get out! Now!
Yes, sir.
Bailey Building and Loan. Oh, hi, Maud. No, he's in a meeting with Potter. I got a bad feeling about it. Tilly, I says to myself, that Potter's up to no good. Well, no, Maud, every time he comes here, I start looking through the one ads for another job. Hey, I got skills. And I'm still young. Mostly.
Bailey, you're hopeless. Don't come crying to me when these people can't pay their debts.
I am not crying, Mr. Potter, but times are hard and a lot of these people are out of work. It's just that they need the...
Then foreclose. If they don't want to work, they have no right owning a house.
They want to work, Mr. Potter. These people just need the...
If they wanted to work, they'd have jobs.
It isn't that easy. These people have children. I can't just let them...
They're not my children. Are you running a business or a charity ward?
Pop, I need some advice. You see, these pills, they're...
Not now, George.
But...
Mr. Potter, have you no pity? You have more money than you could ever spend. You just have to let them...
I should give it all to miserable failures who can't pay their mortgages? Or failures like you and that idiot brother of yours with your shoestring building and loan?
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father.
George?
You're not a failure, Pop. You're the biggest man in town.
George, we'll discuss this at dinner.
Yes, sir.
Biggest man in town.
He's bigger than you.
George?
I'm going.
Gower drug. Was that? Well, those pills should have been there an hour ago. Yes, well, thanks for calling. George Bailey!
Yes, sir?
Get in here!
Yes, sir. Mr. Gower, I've been pacing up and down outside, and I guess I better tell you.
Where's Mr. Blake's pills? Where?
Ow! Hey, you ripped my shirt. Hey, let go. You don't know what you're doing, Mr.
Where
Gower.
are they?
Hey, you put someone
on your plan.
Schools.
Answer me. I'll beat it out of you. So help me, I will. Don't you know that boy stinks?
Your fault.
Don't you know he could die?
It's poison, I tell you. It's poison.
Poison? What?
I couldn't deliver him. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, no. Oh, no. George!
No, please. Please don't hurt my sore ear again.
Oh, George. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry.
Mr. Gower, I won't tell anyone. I know how bad you feel. I'm not telling anyone. Honest, I'm not telling. I'm not telling.
I'm not telling. I'm not telling you how to run your business here, Joe. Honest. You're the luggage expert, but I'm not seeing what I need here. I need...
An overnight bag. Look at it, George. Genuine English cowhide fitted up with brushes.
Nope.
But George, this is a...
Nope. We're not talking overnight here. We're talking... Now look, Joe. Look. I want a big suitcase.
That's George Bailey, all grown up.
Did he ever tell anyone about the pills?
Not a soul.
I'm not leaving for one night, Joe. I want something for 1,001 nights, with plenty of room to stick on labels from Italy, Baghdad, Arabia, a great big one.
A flying carpet, huh? How about this little secondhand job I have behind the counter here?
Now you're talking. Gee whiz, I could use this as a raft in case the boat sinks. How much?
No charge.
That's my trick here, Joe. It sounded like you said no charge.
That's right. Look at the name on the suitcase.
George. Say, it's my name. What's my name doing on it?
A little present from Old Man Gower over at the drugstore. Came down and picked it out himself.
Well, what do you know about that? You know, I used to work for him when I was a kid.
I remember. What boat you sailing on?
I'm working my way across on a cattle boat.
A cattle boat?
It's okay. I like cows. Hey, thanks, Joe. I gotta go see Mr. Gower and thank him. Mr. Gower!
George! Hey, see the new jukebox I got?
Look at the colored lights on that.
And bubbles. See the bubbles?
That's a humdinger. Say, I haven't been here for a couple of months. You've really changed the old place.
I got so many kids coming here after school these days that I...
Would you look at that? The old cigar lighter's still bolted to the counter over here.
Gonna get rid of that, George. It's a tradition. Go ahead, make a wish on it, for old time's sake.
I wish I had $1 million. Hot dog. Hey, listen, Mr. Gower. Thank you for the suitcase. It's just exactly what I wanted.
It's the least well,
It's
I hope
wonderful.
you enjoy it.
Hey, it's wonderful. Well, listen, I can't stay.
Packing for your big adventure, eh?
Gonna go pack this nice big suitcase. My life's about to begin. Thanks again, Mr. Gower.
You're more than welcome, George.
Hey, Ernie.
Hey, George.
Hi, Bert.
Hiya, George.
Hey, you boys aren't busy or anything, are ya? I mean, you aren't giving Ernie a ticket, are you, Bert? 'Cause I can come back later.
Nah, we're just passing the time.
Ernie, I'm a rich tourist today. Figured to ride in style. How about driving me home in your cab?
Sure, Your Highness. Hop in. I'll just put on my hat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, hello, Violet. Hey, you look good. That's some dress you got on there.
What? This old thing? I only wear it when I don't care how I look. Well, goodbye, George.
Only wears it when she...
Yeah, huh?
Need to go, George?
Yeah. Let's go, Ernie, before I forget where I'm going. Mother, I believe that's the best dinner I've ever had.
You always say that, George.
This will be the last time, too, because it's my last meal at the old homestead before I set out on a life adventure.
Where's Harry? Harry, you're going to be late for your high school graduation party.
I'm coming. You coming later, George? We're going to use that new gym floor you designed.
Hope it works.
Of course it'll work. You're an architectural genius. Going to build skyscrapers in New York.
No gin tonight, son.
Aw, Pop, just a little.
No, son. Not one drop of alcohol.
Horse feathers. Gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Harry, don't slam the...
Pop, did I act like that when I graduated from high school?
Pretty much. Wish you could send Harry to college with you, George. Your mother and I talked it over half the night.
We have all that figured out. See, Harry will take my job at the building loan for the next 4 years. Then when I get out, he'll go.
He's pretty young, George.
No younger than I was.
Maybe you were born older, George. Have you decided what you want to do when you get out of college?
I'm going to design new buildings, plan modern cities, all that stuff I've always talked about. This is just the beginning, Pop.
Uncle Billy and I will sure miss you over at the building and loan. Don't suppose you consider coming back after you graduate.
Well, now, Pop, I couldn't. I'd go crazy cooped up for the rest of my life in some shabby little office. I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean it like that. I just want to do something big, something important.
Well, George, I feel that in our small way, we are doing something important. People want a place to call their own, and we're helping them get that in our shabby little office.
I know, Pop, but I've been hoarding pennies like a miser so I could do this. And most of my friends have already graduated college, and Pop, if I don't get out of here, I'll just bust. You see what I mean, don't you?
Yes, George, I guess I do.
You look tired, Pop.
I had another tussle with Potter today. I thought when we put him on the board of directors, he'd ease up a little.
Wonder what's eating that money-grubbing old buzzard.
Oh, he's a sick man, George. Sick in his mind, sick in his soul. Hates everybody that has anything he can't have. I guess this town is no place for any man unless he's willing to crawl to Potter for it. You've got to get out of here, George. I understand that.
You want to shock, Pop? I think you're a great guy.
Well,
and I think I'll get dressed and head on over to Harry's graduation party.
You have a good time, son.
Quite a crowd.
Yeah, it's the biggest senior class in the history of...
Hello, George.
Sam Wainwright. When did you get here?
Just this afternoon. Thought I'd come down and see how the place had changed. Hey, George, this gym floor is awfully clever. Swimming pool underneath?
Yeah, kinda my idea.
Kinda. All his idea. Even drew up the plans. Saved the town a lot of money.
Yeah, well, so Sam, you're an old college graduate now, huh?
Yeah, and it looks like you're going to finally make it after all.
Yeah.
Harry, Coach has been going to your high school games. You're the one they really want to see up there.
Well, not this year. I gotta make money first.
Welcome back, George.
Principal Partridge.
Putting a pool under this floor was a great idea. George saved us another building.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, George.
Hiya, Violet.
My dance card's not full yet, George. What am I bid?
Well,
Hey, George.
Hiya, Marty. Hey, it's old home week.
Do me a favor, will you, George?
What's that?
Remember my kid sister, Mary?
Haven't seen her in quite a while, Marty, but sure, I remember. Chocolate ice cream without coconut.
Dance with her, will ya?
Well, I don't.
Just one time. Give her the thrill of her life. Come on, right over here. Hey, sis.
Well, okay, but not for very long. I don't want to babysit some...
Hello.
Hello.
Mary, George. George, Mary. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Well.
I'm back, Mary. Here's your punch.
Thank you, Freddie.
Wanna dance?
Yes. Here, hold my punch, Freddie.
I just got it for you. Hey, wait, come back here. This is my dance. Hey!
You're quite a dancer.
So are you. You look at me as if you don't know me.
Well, I knew this little girl named Mary Hatch. Guess she grew up.
Hear ye, hear ye. The big Charleston contest is about to begin. Anyone not tapped by the judges will remain on the floor until the winning couple is chosen. Let's dance.
I'm not very good at this.
Neither am I.
Well then, what do we gotta lose? Here we go!
What's the matter, Freddie?
Oh, hey, Mickey. George Bailey just danced off with my girl.
Say, Freddie, did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor?
Yeah, so?
And did you know the button behind you makes the floor open up? And did you know that George Bailey is dancing almost right over that crack? And did you further know I've got the key that unlocks the button?
Unlocks and makes the floor open up?
Uh-huh.
Gimme.
Here you go, Romeo.
Where's the keyhole?
Right there on the wall. Now just turn the key.
Yeah.
He got his back to it. He'll never see what's coming. Press the button.
Like this?
Perfect!
Hey, they're cheering us.
We must be good.
They're clearing the floor for us. All right then, let's show them how to do this dance.
They will win the trophy.
Hey, maybe we will. Whoa!
Look out!
We're all jumping in after him. Come on, Romeo, let's take a dip.
Last one in's a rotten egg!
Stop! As principal of this... Oh, what the heck? Here I come. Geronimo!
Many a heart is aching.
If you could read them all,
many the hopes that have vanished. Okay. Let's get the harmony. Ready?
Ready.
After the ball. Hot dog. Perfect. Just like the barbershoppers.
Beautiful.
Bet I'm the only boy that's ever carried your wet clothes home from school.
You are. Do I look as silly in this robe as you do in that football outfit?
Guess I'm not exactly the football player type. Well, beggars can't be choosers. We were lucky to find these. Didn't want to go home wearing wet clothes. But no, you look wonderful in that robe. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know. Maybe I will. Say, how old are you anyway?
18.
18? Seems like just last year you were 17. You look older without your clothes. I mean, without a dress. I mean, you look good. I mean, younger. You look just.
Careful, you're standing on my belt. I almost lost this robe that you think so much of.
Oh, can't have that. I mean, well,
Well, then my train, sir. Throw it over my arm.
a pox upon me for a clumsy lout. Here you are, your caboose, my lady.
You may kiss my hand.
And so I shall, my lady. Oh, it's such a soft hand, Mary, and you're so soft and so.
Many a heart is aching if you could read them all.
Wait, come back here. Let me show you something. I'll throw a rock at this old house here. The old Granville house?
Oh, don't. I love that old house.
No, you see, you make a wish and try to break some glass. When I was a kid, we.
Oh, George, don't. That old place, it's so full of romance. I'd love to live in it.
Live in it? Not even a ghost would want to live in it. All right now, see this rock? Watch that second floor window there. To the right?
What do you wish for, George?
Not just one wish, Mary. A whole hatful. I'm gonna see the world. Then I'm gonna go to college and see what they know. And then I'm gonna build things. I'm gonna build skyscrapers 100 stories high and bridges a mile long and... Hey, what you doing with that rock?
Making a wish and throwing it.
Hey, that's pretty good. What'd you wish for, Mary?
Wouldn't you like to know? Many a heart is aching if you could read them all.
What do you want, Mary? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll lasso the moon for you, Mary.
I'll take it. Then what?
Well, then you could swallow it and it'll all dissolve and the moonbeams would shoot out your fingers and toes and the ends of your hair and... Am I talking too much?
Yeah, you're talking too much.
Huh?
I've been sitting on this porch listening to you for the last 5 minutes. Stop talking and kiss her.
Kiss her?
Youth is wasted on kids who don't know what to do with it. I'm going inside.
Hey, hold on. Come back here and I'll show you some kissing. Hey, what are... Mary? Mary, where are you? Where'd you go?
Here in the
Mary,
hydrangea bushes.
what are you doing in there?
Down on the sidewalk, George.
Down on the... Oh, it's your robe.
You were standing on my belt again.
Well, if I've got your robe here, then that means you're...
Yes, now please toss me my robe.
This is a very interesting situation.
My robe?
A man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
My robe!
Not in Bedford Falls, anyway. I mean, this requires a little thought.
George Bailey, give me my robe.
I've read about things like this, but I never...
I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Oh, my mother's way up the corner there.
I'll call the police.
They're way downtown. They'd be on my side, too.
I'll scream.
Maybe I could sell tickets.
George Bailey!
George, come on home, quick. Your father, he's had a stroke.
What? Mary, I'm sorry. I've got to go. I'm tossing your robe. Here.
Come on, George. Hurry, the doc's there now.
Many the hopes that have vanished after the ball.
In a moment, after these words from our sponsor, we will return to the Twin Lakes Radio Players production of It's a Wonderful Life.
The Monticello United Methodist Church began in 1833 in Orwig's Tavern, served by circuit riders, preachers on horseback. In 1887, a great revival led to the creation of our present-day church. A lot has happened in our small town since then, including the Second World War, which ended just a little over a year ago. Through it all, the Lord has been faithful. As Jesus told his disciples in Matthew 18:20, "For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them." We hope you'll gather together with us to worship in his name. Our services are Sundays at 9:30 and 11. Come and see what the Lord is doing. Come and see what he wants to do in you.
And now, we return to the Twin Lakes Radio Players production of It's a Wonderful Life.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Gentlemen, we need to wrap up this board meeting. George here gave up his trip to Europe so he could help straighten things out since his father had died. And now he's going to be late getting to college since the semester's already started. So let's finish up the formalities and get to our real purpose. Appointing a successor to Peter Bailey.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to get to my real purpose. It is my belief that Bedford Falls can do without Bailey Building and Loan. Therefore, I make a motion to dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
Why, you old buzzard.
Easy, Uncle Billy.
Mr. Chairman, it's too soon after Peter Bailey's death to be discussing this. It was his faith and hard work that built this organization, and...
I'll go further than that. I'll say that, as far as the public was concerned, Peter Bailey was the Building and Loan. But he wasn't a businessman. While I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals, so-called, but ideals without common sense is bad business. Now you take this loan here to Ernie Bishop. You know the guy that runs the taxi? I happen to know the bank turned down this loan.
I happen to know. Bourgeois. They ask your permission before they fill the inkwells.
Uncle Billy.
But he comes here after he's turned down over there. And we build him a house? Why?
I handled that, Mr. Potter. You have all the papers there. His salary, insurance, all personally vouched for his character.
A friend of yours?
Yes, sir.
So if you shoot pool with some employee here, you can borrow money?
Now just...
And what does that get us? A discontented, lazy rabble instead of a thrifty working class. And all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey fill their head with a lot of nonsense and impossible ideas. Now I say...
Just a minute now. Just a minute now. Hold on, Mr. Potter. You're right when you say my father was no businessman. But neither you nor anybody else can say anything against his character. Why, in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy here started this thing, he couldn't even save enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. But he did help a lot of people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. Doesn't that kind of ownership in a town make people better citizens? You're all businessmen here. Doesn't it make them better customers? Mr. Potter, you said they should wait. Wait for what? Just remember that this rabble you talk about does most of the working, paying, and living and dying in this community. What's wrong with helping them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? People were human beings to my father. But to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a richer man than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about...
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on. And it's galling you. Well, I've said enough here. You men are the board here. You do what you want to do. But I believe Bedford Falls needs this little one-horse institution. If only to have some place where people can come without crawling to Potter. Come on, Uncle Billy.
Sentimental hogwash.
Mr.
I
Bailey,
want my motion
settle
voted on
down.
right this minute.
We owe it to
I
him.
agree.
Gentlemen, please.
I, for one, second Mr. Potter's motion, and I...
What happened? Am I out of the job?
Billy, I don't know what to tell you.
Guess I better start reading the want ads. I got skills. I'm still young. Well, I got skills.
Hey, George, you'll miss your train. You're a week late for school already.
Don't you think I ought to stick around a few more minutes? Just to see what's...
No sense to it. We're going out of business anyway. I can always get another job. I'm only 55.
56.
57.
We believe you can, George. You already missed your trip.
George! They voted Potter down. They want to keep it going.
Yes.
They've only got one condition.
What's that?
That's the best part. They appointed George here to run it.
No, but Uncle Billy, he...
You can keep him on. You can hire anyone you like.
But I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. I'm going to school. This is my last chance.
But George, the vote with Potter otherwise.
He didn't go, did he, Joseph?
No, Clarence, he didn't.
I knew it!
He gave his school money to Harry, who went to college and became a football star, made second-team All-American. Mary went to school too.
But what happened to George?
George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building alone. You see, look.
They're at the train station. Harry's coming home?
Yes.
Finally! George's dreams are about to come true.
Watch.
There he is, getting off the train.
Where?
Right there, next to the pretty girl.
Hey, Professor. Well, if it isn't old Phi Beta Kappa Bailey, All-American.
Well, if it isn't old George National Geographic Bailey. Uncle Billy, you haven't changed a bit.
Nobody changes around here.
Where's Mother?
Home cooking the fatted calf. Gonna be a big welcome home party. Come on.
Oh, wait, sweetheart?
I wondered when you'd get around to me.
George, Uncle Billy, this is Ruth Dakin.
Well, hello, I'm very...
Ruth Bailey, if you don't mind.
Bailey?
I wired you a house surprise. Meet the wife.
Well, what do you know?
How do you do? I mean, congratulations. Congratulations. Harry, why didn't you say, what's a pretty girl like you doing marrying this two-headed brother of mine?
How could I help falling in love with him? He's wonderful. My father fell in love with him too. Even offered him a job.
A job? Oh.
A job and a wife. Well, Harry's cup runneth over. Come on over here, Ruth. I see some people you should meet. Hey, look what I've got. Here.
George, I never said I'd take it. You've been holding the bag here for 4 years. I won't let you down, George.
Where's your luggage?
Luggage? Oh, holy smoke. I forgot the I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Harry, don't forget to. Where did Harry go?
He's getting the bags. Ruth, what about this job?
Oh, my father owns a factory in Buffalo. He wants to get Harry started in the research business.
That a good job?
A good job with a good future, and Harry's a genius at research.
Buffalo, huh?
Harry's loading the luggage in the car. Come on, George. Your mother's waiting dinner.
George?
Hello, Mom. Great dinner.
What are you doing out here on the porch?
Just thinking. It's a nice night.
Yes, it is. Did you know Mary Hatch is back from school? Nice girl, Mary. The kind that could help you find the answers, George. Oh, stop that grunting and give me one good reason why you shouldn't call on Mary.
Sam Wainwright. Sam's crazy about Mary.
Well, she's not crazy about him. She lights up like a firefly whenever you're in the room. Besides, Sam Wainwright is away in New York and you're right here in Bedford Falls.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Right here in Bedford Falls. I guess I'll take a walk. I'll be back later.
All right, George.
I'll get it, Mother.
Hello.
Hello. I just saw your evening paper here on the sidewalk. I thought I'd bring it up to your door. I just happened to be passing by.
I know. Your mother phoned and said you're on your way to pay me a visit.
What made her think that?
I thought you told her.
I wasn't on my... I just went for a walk and happened to be passing by. Saw your newspaper here on the sidewalk. Just going for a walk, that's all. Passing by.
That's not our paper. We already got our paper.
Oh, well, I was just passing by, and...
I wonder whose paper it is.
I found it on the sidewalk.
Our sidewalk?
Yes, Well, maybe a little farther down. I thought it was yours, and,
George, are you coming in or aren't you?
well, all right. For a minute. But I didn't tell anybody I was coming over here. I thought you'd go back to New York like Sam and the rest.
Oh, I worked there for a couple vacations, but I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls?
Yes, for Bedford Falls and my family and for, well, everyone. Would you like to sit down?
All right. For a minute. Can't understand it, though. I didn't tell anybody I was coming over here.
Would you rather leave?
No.
Well, then sit down.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey. Mother,
George Bailey? What do you want?
I don't know. What do you want?
Not a thing. I just came in to get warm.
He's flirting with me, Mother.
What?
You tell him to stop that and go right back home. And don't you leave, Mary. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York tonight.
You know, I didn't come here to
What did you come here for?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one with all the answers. I don't know why I came here. I was just passing. I'm leaving. Good night.
Good night.
Mary, the telephone. It's Sam.
I'll get it.
I forgot my hat.
Sam, how are you? Oh, that's awfully sweet of you, Sam. There's no friend of yours here. George Bailey. Wait a minute. I'll put him on.
Doesn't want to speak to George Bailey.
He does so. George, Sam wants to talk to you. Here, we can both listen and talk.
Well, I could get on the upstairs extension.
No, you can't. Mother's on the upstairs extension.
I am not. I mean...
Here, come close, George. We can both use this phone. Say something, Sam. There, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear. Hello, Sam? No, I'm not trying to steer your girl. I just...
It's a big surprise, Sam. What?
What's that? A factory? Plastic made out of soybeans? Rochester, New York? What's wrong with here? Remember that old tool and machinery factory right outside of town? Yeah, half the town was out of work when they closed it down. You could get it for a song. What? I'm sorry, what?
Is my cheek in the way?
No, it's fine. It's smooth.
What was that, Sam? Money? George, do you have money?
Some, sure. Yes, what's that?
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
Chance of...
Sam, we'll call you later.
Later,
George,
Now you listen to me. I don't want to invest in plastic soybeans, and I don't want any ground floor. And I don't want to get married, ever, to anyone.
George,
You understand that? I want to do what I want to do. And...
George, you're hurting me. Don't hold on so tight.
You?
George,
That's the last thing I mean... Oh, Mary. Mary.
George. Oh, George.
What's going on down there?
Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Bye. Thank you for coming.
Goodbye, everyone.
I swear, I've got rice in my hair, rice in my pockets, rice in my...
Where to, folks?
Baghdad, Arabia, Tahiti.
Gonna run up quite a cab fare.
We got the money, Ernie. Honeymoon money. $2,000. Drew out the life savings. Looky here. All cash.
Holy smoke.
I got it in small bills, too, so I can wave it in my face and make a breeze. You want to wave some money in your face, Mary?
Don't mind if I do.
Got yourself quite a windfall there, Mary.
Ha ha ha. Very punny. Very punny. Know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shoot the works. A whole week in New York, another week in Bermuda. The highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wife.
Oh, look at that, will you?
What?
Over at the bank, something funny going on. I never really seen one, but that's got all the earmarks of a run.
Hey, Ernie, if you got any money in the bank, better go and get it out.
Pull over, Ernie.
Sure.
George, let's not stop.
Something going on down at the building loan.
George.
I'll be back in a minute, Mary. Won't take but a minute. Wait for me.
What's happening?
The Great Depression. People bought stocks on credit and banks loaned the money on pipe dreams.
Sounds dangerous.
When the bottom fell out, nearly 40% of the country's jobs disappeared. People lost everything.
Unless they saved their money in the bank.
When the loans weren't paid, the banks failed and took those savings with them.
Oh my. At least George got his money out. But what's going to happen to the building and loan?
Now, folks, George.
Are we glad to see you?
Hello, everybody. Mrs. Thompson, how are you? Charlie? Okay. What's the matter here?
George, could Tilly and I see you a minute?
Sure.
Over here.
All right now. What happened? How did it start?
The bank called in our loan.
Called in our... When?
Couple hours ago, just we were closing up for the wedding.
I had to hand over all of our cash to the bank.
All of it?
Every cent.
Holy mackerel.
Bailey building and loan. Oh. Yeah. Fine. George, it's Potter.
Hello?
George, there's a rumor around town you've closed your doors. Is that true?
Our doors are still open, Mr. Potter.
I'm glad to hear that. Are you all right? Do you need any police?
Police? What for?
Well, mobs get pretty ugly sometimes. I'm doing what I can to help in this crisis. I've just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They'll close up for a week and then reopen.
So you took over the bank. That explains why our loan was called in.
A necessity in time of crisis, George. I'm willing to guarantee your people too. Just tell them to bring their shares over here and I'll pay them 50 cents on the dollar. Be reasonable, George. If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you'll never reopen, and you know it.
You never miss a trick, do you, Potter? Well, you're gonna miss this one.
Guess I better start looking through the one ads for another job. I got skills and I'm really old.
George, I'm scared.
Uncle Billy, I have good news, folks. I've just talked to Mr. Potter, and he's guaranteed cash payments at the bank. You see, this thing is as black as it appears. The bank's gonna reopen next week.
But George, I got my money here.
Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no. No, Charlie, I didn't even ask him. We don't need Potter over here.
George, Oh!
Folks, you know Mary, don't you? My wife? We were just married, well, a little over an hour ago, and...
I want to make a withdrawal.
But you...
Me too.
But Mrs. Tomlin, we don't keep all the money here. It's out working for you. It's in Joe's house, in Charlie's house, in Mrs. Macklin's, and hundreds of others. See, you're lending them the money to build. And when they pay it back, the interest...
George, I've only got $242 in here, and me taking it out ain't gonna break you.
Okay, Mrs. Tomlin. All right, but...
Mrs. Tomlin, did you get your money?
No.
Well, I did. Old man Potter will pay you 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
50 cents on the
Cents
dollar.
on the
I don't
dollar.
know. What do you think she would do with your money? Come on.
Beat that George.
What do you say, George?
Well, sure, Mrs. Tomlin. Okay. Give us 60 days and we can...
60 days?
That's what you agreed on when you bought your shares. It takes a while to...
Okay, let's go to the bank. Better half than nothing.
Yeah, maybe we should. I think we should go.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, let's go.
Guys,
Let's
Tomlin,
go.
Mrs. Tomlin, wait, all of you. Listen to me. Don't do this. If Potter gets a hold of this building and loan here, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got the bank. He's got the department stores. He's got the bus lines. And now he's coming after us. Why? Because we're cutting in on his business. And because he wants you to keep paying the kind of rent he wants you to pay. Joe, you lived in one of his houses, didn't you? Have you forgotten what he charged you for that broken down shack? And Ed, remember last year when things weren't going so well for you and you couldn't make your payments here? We didn't take your house, did we? Do you think Potter would have done the same? Can't you all understand what's happening? Potter isn't selling, he's buying because we're panicking and he's not. He's picking up some bargains too. Now, we can get through this thing if we stick together. We've got to have faith in each other.
But my husband hasn't worked in over a year and I need the money.
How am I going to live until the bank opens?
I got doctor bills to pay.
I need cash.
Yeah, well, I
got cash here.
married. Our honeymoon money, but
What kind of honeymoon could we have, George, knowing her friends back home are in trouble?
$2,000. That'll tide us over till the bank reopens. Mrs. Tomlin, how much do you need?
$242.
Mrs. Tomlin, you don't...
I'll take $242.
All right, Mrs. Tomlin. 20, 40, 100, 20, 40, 60, 200, 220, $242. Here,
That'll close my account.
your account's still here. That's a loan. Mary, where are you going?
I have to run an errand.
Well, but we...
Got $300 here, George.
On now, Ed. What'll it take till the bank reopens?
Well, I suppose $20.
$20. There you are. Mrs. Thompson?
But it's your money, George.
Don't you worry about that. How much?
I can get along with a 20, all right.
$20. Here you are, Mrs. Thompson.
Where do I sign?
You don't sign anywhere. I know you'll pay it back when you can. All right, Mrs. Davis?
Could I have $17.50?
Bless your heart. Of course you can. 5, 10. Well, that's a lot.
Do we have any money left?
$2. We're still in business.
Sounds like the storm's rising.
Worst storm is over. You gonna share some of whatever you've been secretly pulling on in that flask?
What?
That flask you've been secretly pulling on.
Not very secret, I guess.
Nope. Here, a couple of glasses. We'll divide it up, and if we make it to 6 o'clock, we'll have a toast.
What time is it?
It's almost... There you go.
3, 4...
5, 6... Bingo!
You made it.
Lock the door, Tilly.
It's locked. Yeah.
Yes.
A toast.
A toast.
To our remaining $2. Mama dollar and Papa dollar. And if you want the building loan to stay in business, the two of you dollars better make a family real quick. Family. Oh, Mary. Mary. Get that, will ya? Never mind, I'll get it. Bailey Building in... Mary! Mary, where... Listen, dear, I'm sorry we missed our train and we... What? Come home? What home? 320 Sycamore? But that's the old Granville house. What? Okay, I'll be right there. Anybody in there? Hey, let me in before the rain washes me down the street.
Entree, monsieur.
What's the sign on the door here? Bridal suite? The old Granville house is a bridal suite now, huh? This your idea, Ernie?
I'm not Ernie. I'm a fancy French butler.
Uh-huh. That explains the top hat.
Like I said, entree, monsieur.
All right. Well, the roof leaks, stair railing's broken, wallpaper's peeling, there's a couple holes in the floor, but I like what you've done with the place.
Bert hung the travel posters. That way the windows don't, merci, monsieur.
What's this in here? Looks like dinner for two. Fireplace? Music? Champagne? Well, well. Ernie, you've really... Ernie, where'd you go? Ernie?
I just gave the servants the night off.
Mary?
George, do you remember the night we broke the windows in this old house?
Yes, I do. And you made a wish.
And this is what I wish for, George. You and me. Here. In our house.
Our house, Mary.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Looking for a AAA from Bedford Falls? Well, look no further than the Best Western Plus, Brandywine Inn and Suites, a AAA, 3-diamond hotel located in the heart of Monticello, Indiana. Best Western boasts elegantly furnished guest rooms, each complete with all the amenities you'll find in a big city hotel. In addition, we offer free breakfast, free parking, a ballroom, an indoor pool, and even a spa tub. The hotel also features the Brandywine Convention Center, perfect for weddings, reunions, or corporate events. For superior customer service and a convenient location, make a reservation today at the Best Western Plus Brandywine Inn and Suites. We know you'll enjoy your stay.
After this short break for your local station, we will return to the Twin Lakes Radio Players production of It's a Wonderful Life.
They say that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful. So they say. And with the moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So they tell me. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. And the thing that's known as romance is wonderful. Wonderful in I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. The thing that's known as romance is wonderful, wonderful in every way.
WTLC. And now, we return to the Twin Lakes Radio Players presentation of It's a Wonderful Life.
Come in.
Congressman Blatz is here to see you, Mr. Potter.
Oh, tell him to wait.
Yes, sir.
And what were you saying, Miss Reineman?
No skin off my nose, Mr. Potter. I'm just your rent collector. But you can't laugh off Bailey Park anymore. Look at this old map. Judge Bailey's been busy. 15 years ago, half a dozen houses stuck here and there. Squirrels, buttercups, daisies, the old cemetery. Now, look at this map. Bailey Park the way it is today. Dozens of the prettiest little homes you ever saw, 90% owned by suckers who used to pay rent to you. Your Potter's Field is becoming just that.
The Baileys haven't made a dime from any of that.
Not yet, anyway. Too busy helping people out. But if I were you, Mr. Potter...
You're not me. Get out.
I'm going. No skin off my nose. But one of these days, I've got a feeling I'll be asking George Bailey for a job.
No skin off my nose. Why I oughta.
Will you see the congressman now, sir?
Hang the congressman. Call the building alone. I want to see George Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Time to get rid of Bailey building alone once and for all.
Mr. Bailey is here to see you, sir.
George, come in. Sit down, have a cigar.
Oh, well, thanks.
Let me light it for you.
Make a wish.
What?
Nothing. This is quite a cigar, Mr. Potter.
You like it? I'll send you a box.
So just what do you want to see me about, Potter?
You know, George, that's what I like about you. Right to the point. George, I'm an old man, and most people hate me, but I don't like them either, so we're even. Now, you know that I run practically everything in this town.
Except Bailey Building and Loan.
Except Bailey Building and Loan. You know, too, that for a time, I've been trying to get control of it. Or kill it. But I haven't been able to do that. You have been stopping me. In fact, you have beaten me, George. As anyone in this county can tell you, that takes some doing. For instance, during the Depression, you and I are the only ones who kept our heads. You saved the building and loan, and I saved all the rest.
Yes, well, most people say you stole all the rest.
The envious ones say that, George. The suckers. Now, I've stated my side very frankly. Let's look at your side. Young man, married, making, say, 40 a week.
45.
45. You give your mother some money, pay your bills, and you're able to keep maybe 10 a week if you're scrimp. A baby or two comes along and you won't be able to save the 10. Now, if you're some common yokel, I would say you're doing just fine. But there's nothing common about you, George. You're intelligent, ambitious, you hate your job. You almost hate the building and loan almost as much as I do. You're the smartest one in your crowd, George, and you've been forced to watch your friends go places because you're trapped and frittering your life away, playing nursemaid to a lot of riffraff. Isn't that right, George?
What's your point, Mr. Potter?
I want to hire you.
Hire me?
To manage my businesses, run my properties. Start you out at $20,000 a year.
20,000?
You could live in the nicest house in town. You buy your wife lots of fine clothes. Take a couple of business trips to New York every year. Maybe once in a while Europe. You wouldn't mind that now, would you, George?
Wouldn't mind, would... You sure you've got the right fella here, Mr. Potter? This is me, George Bailey. Do you remember me?
George Bailey, whose ship has come in. If he's got brains enough to climb aboard.
But what about the building and loan?
Oh, confounded man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year. Is it a deal or isn't it?
Well, Mr. Potter, I know I had to jump at the chance, but I wonder if it'd be possible to give me 24 hours to think it over.
Sure. You go on home and talk with your wife about it.
I'd like to do that.
Meanwhile, I'll have the papers drawn up.
All right, sir.
And here's my hand on it.
And here's mine. No, now wait a minute here. I don't need to talk to anybody. I know the answer right now. The answer is no. No, doggone it. You sit around here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. In the whole vast scheme of things, you're nothing but a scurvy little spider. And oh, the heck with you. Mary? You asleep?
No, are you?
No, say listen, Mary Hatch. Why in the world would you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep me from being an old maid.
Oh yeah, sure. You could have married Sam Wainwright or anybody else in this town.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
You didn't even have a honeymoon. I promised you... Your what?
My baby.
You mean... Mary, you...
George Bailey lassos the stork.
Woohoo! What is it, Mary? A boy or a girl?
Yes.
You've probably already guessed that George never leaves Bedford Falls.
Never?
Mary had her baby. A boy. And then, before too long, another one. A girl. And day after day, she worked at remaking that old Grenfell house into a home. While night after night, George came home late from the office. Potter was bearing down hard. Then came war. Ma Bailey and Miss Hatch joined the Red Cross. Mary had 2 more babies, but found time to run the local USO. Sam Wainwright made a fortune in plastic airplane windows. Potter headed up the draft board. Bert the cop was wounded in North Africa, got the Silver Star. Ernie parachuted into France, and Harry Bailey topped them all. A Navy flyer. He shot down 15 enemy planes, two of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
What about George?
4F, because of his ear. George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls, and just like everybody else, he wept and prayed on VE Day and VJ Day. And then, just today.
Bailey Building and Loan. Oh, hi, Maud. Did you hear? Harry's coming home. He won the Congressional Medal of Honor. The president himself pinned it on.
Extra. Read all about it. President honors local boy.
Oh, I've got to go, Maud. Call you later.
Here, Tilly. Brought you a copy of the paper.
Oh. Bailey Building and Loan.
Look at that, would you? The whole front page.
Collect call? Yes, we'll take it. George, it's Harry. Long distance from Washington.
Hand it over. Harry, congratulations. How's mother? She what? She did. Lunch with the president's wife.
Wait till I tell Maud.
Harry, they're cooking up quite a celebration for you here. Yes, they are. Just in time for Christmas Eve. The Navy's gonna fly mother and home this afternoon.
In a plane?
Well, of course in a plane. What's that, Harry? No, Uncle Billy's not in yet. He had to stop at the bank first to deposit the accounts receivable.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Miss Carter's here.
Who?
Carter, the bank examiner? I put her in the spare office.
Okay. Say, Harry, I gotta take care of a little business. Don't hang up before I get to say goodbye to you. And Uncle Billy will be along in a few minutes. Here's Tilly.
So, Harry, tell me all about it. I want to know everything.
Morning, Miss Carter.
Morning.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're all excited around here. My brother just got the Congressional Medal of Honor, awarded by the president himself.
Well, I guess they do those things. I trust you had a good year. I can't figure out how when you accept personal collect calls and talk forever. Let's get this over with. I'd like to spend Christmas in Albany with my family.
Absolutely. Here are the books. And my Uncle Billy will be here any minute. He's at the bank making a deposit right now.
Good morning, Hortense.
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
We've got $8,000 in an envelope here someplace, Hortense.
You've got quite the cargo there, Mr. Bailey.
Huh? Oh. These are all newspapers about my nephew, Harry. Here, there's one for you, Hortense.
Thank you, sir.
Careful now, I'm mixing up all the... Oh, look who just came in.
Mr. Potter, our major stockholder.
Yes, and that weasel Reineman with him. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bailey.
Well, well, well. Good morning, Mr. Potter.
Bailey, you know my property manager, Miss Reineman.
I do indeed, Miss Reineman.
Mr. Bailey.
I see you have the morning paper, Mr. Potter. What's the news? Oh, wait a minute. I have a few copies of that myself. Let's see. Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal. Well, sir, you just can't keep those Baileys down, can you, Mr. Potter?
And how does George, the 4F slacker, feel about it?
Oh, very jealous, very jealous. He only lost 3 buttons off his vest, puffing his chest out. Of course, George wanted to go fight, and if he had, he'd have gotten 2 medals. Here you go, some extra copies of the paper to send to your friends. And some for you too, Miss Reineman.
Keep it. No skin off my nose.
All right, have it your way. I've got plenty of them if you change your mind. Yes, sir, George fought the war here in Bedford Falls, because not every villain is overseas.
I don't have time for this. Good day, sir. Come along, Miss Reineman.
You have a good day too, Mr. Potter. My, oh my. My, oh my. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the deposit. Here's my deposit slip and the bank book.
Did you forget something, Mr. Bailey?
I don't think so.
It's usually customary when you're making a deposit, you bring some money with you?
Oh, of course, I've got the money right, in this pocket. I guess I know I had it. No, where is it? Where is it?
So, Harry, you coming home soon? Maybe you can get on that airplane with your mother and...
You just make yourself comfortable, Miss Carter. I'll get those books for you. Tilly, I'm gonna... Well, hello, Violet. What brings you to Bailey Building and Loan?
George, may I see you for a second?
Oh, why, of course you can. Come on into my office here.
Thank you.
What, Harry? Oh, that was Violet Bick. She... Oh, and here's your Uncle Billy. Billy, long distance from Washington.
Yes, it is.
No! It's Harry on the phone.
Who?
Harry, your nephew? Remember him? Here, he wants to talk to you.
Hello. Hello, yes. Yeah, here, everything's fine, perfectly fine. Goodbye.
Hey, that was...
Should have my head examined. You gotta be somewhere. I'll be in my office.
What in the world?
Here you are, Vi. I wrote you a glowing character reference. I'll even give you a fancy building and loan envelope to keep it in.
Character? If I really had any character, I'd...
Now, it takes a lot of character to leave the security of your hometown and start all over again. Here, here's a couple of bucks to.
No, George.
Well, you're broke, aren't you?
Sure, but
Want to walk to New York City? You know, they charge for meals and rent up there just as they do in Bedford Falls. Now, take it. It's a loan. That's my business. Building and loan.
all right then. Thanks, George.
Besides, you'll get a job. I've got faith in you.
You've always had faith in me, George. Me and many others. It's hard to live up to sometimes, you know? But I don't know what I'd do without you in my corner. I'm glad I know you, George Bailey. Well, better go, I guess.
You say hello to New York for me, and write to us and let us know how you're doing, Vi. And Merry Christmas.
I will. Merry Christmas, George.
Hey, Tilly, you hung up the phone. I told you I wanted to talk to Harry.
No, I didn't. Uncle Billy did.
Mr. Bailey.
Oh, Miss Carter. I'm sorry. I'll be right with you. Uncle Billy in yet?
In his office, but
Okay, thanks. Uncle Billy? Uncle Billy? Uncle Billy, can I come in? The bank exam.
Where's Mr. Bailey?
he'll be right with you.
Well, he'd better hurry if I'm going to Christmas Eve with my family.
And I bet that's a joyous little group.
Tilly, I need the key to the cash drawer.
Sure, George, here.
Thanks. Have you looked in the safe this morning?
About 10 minutes ago. Miss Carter needed a copy of...
Nothing there?
No, well, papers, but what are you...
Did you see Uncle Billy with the cash last night?
He had it on his desk counting it before we closed up.
Uncle Billy, get your hat. We're going to your house. It's gotta be here someplace. It's gotta be. Think, Uncle Billy, think. What did you do with that envelope?
I don't know.
We've got to find that money. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the depositors. They trusted us to...
I'm no good to you, George.
There's no time for that. Listen to me. Do you have any secret hiding places? Anywhere you could have put it?
I've been all over the house. I don't.
Think.
I can't think anymore, George. I can't think. I've tried. I don't know.
Where's that money, you stupid, silly old fool? Where's that money? Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. One of us is going to jail, and it's not gonna be me. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here.
I'm so sorry, George. I'm no good to you. I'm so sorry.
We know where that money is.
Yes, we do, Clarence.
Well, send me down, Joseph. I'll tell George.
It's not that easy. All that we've seen here has taken place in the past, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Once we catch up to the present, that will be your moment to act.
And I can tell him.
No, you must guide him to make his own choices. Besides, even if he believed you, what could he do about it?
Why, he could,
Wait, Clarence. Wait until we've caught up with George's present.
Very good, sweetheart. I think that's your best yet.
I want my piano to be perfect for the party tonight.
I'm sure it will be, sweetheart.
Especially if I keep practicing hard.
Be careful, Peter. Don't clump so much tinsel on that side of the tree.
Okay, I'm spreading it out, see?
Hey, you're doing a fine job.
Can I help?
Of course, Tommy. Why don't you help with these bows? Hello, darling.
Oh.
Hi, Daddy.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Oh yeah, sure. Merry Christmas.
Oh, my, bless you.
Bless you,
Did you bring the Christmas wreath home for the window?
Left it at the office.
Is it snowing?
Just started.
Where are your hat and coat?
Left them at the office.
George, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Everything's fine. Let me just sit down.
All right. Peter, you're a big boy. You can put the star up.
I can?
Yes, way up at the top. I'll hold the stepladder. Isn't it wonderful about Harry, George? I bet I had 50 calls today about the parade and the banquet. Your mother's so excited,
Does she have to keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says that we can stay up until midnight and sing Christmas carols.
George, why don't you go upstairs and freshen up, darling, before the families get here?
Families? I don't want any families over here.
Come into the kitchen while I finish dinner.
Excuse me.
Hectic day?
Oh yeah, another big red letter day for the Baileys.
Daddy, the Browns next door got a new car for Christmas. You should see it.
Well, what's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Let me just check the turkey. Would you get the silverware out, please, darling?
Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
All right, darling, you're excused. That's very good. Now go upstairs and see if Zuzu wants anything.
Okay.
Zuzu? What's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she caught a cold coming home from school. They gave her a flower for a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat. I put her to bed. Just a cold. The doctor said nothing serious.
The doctor was here? Is she running a temperature?
A little one, 99.6. She'll be fine.
It's this drafty old house. Might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why'd we have to get this house in the first place and stay around this crummy old town?
George, what's wrong?
Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Why'd we have to have all these kids?
Where are you going?
Going up to see Zuzu.
Come in. Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Zuzu.
I want a flower, see?
Very nice.
But some petals fell off. Paste them on, please, Daddy.
Okay, sure. Give me the flower.
Here.
And the petals?
Here. Please paste it.
All right.
Hey, I can't see. Turn back around. What are you doing, Daddy?
Fixing the flower, see? Good as new.
Yay! Give the flower a drink, Daddy.
I'll put it in this glass of water. There.
Thank you.
Now, I want you to do something for me. But it's a secret.
A secret? What is it?
Will you try to get some sleep?
But I want to look at my flower.
I know, but that's the secret, see? If you go to sleep and dream about your flower, it'll bloom into a whole garden of flowers in your dream.
It will?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, sweetheart. Go to sleep now. Good night.
Yes, so thank you, Mrs. Welch. I'm sure she'll be all right. Yes, the doctor says she'll be out of bed in time to have Christmas dinner.
Is that her teacher on the phone?
Yes.
Let me speak to her. Hello? Hello, Mrs. Welch? Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that, half naked?
George.
She'll probably end up with pneumonia on account of you. Is this what we pay our taxes for? To have teachers like you? Silly, stupid, careless people who don't take care of our kids?
George, what in the world are
No, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed in the... Hello? Hello, where'd you go? Who's this? Oh, Mr. Welch? Okay, that's fine. Oh, you will, huh? Okay, anytime you're man enough to... Hello? He hung up.
Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
How do I know?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse you for what? And Janie, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? Everyone, be quiet, will ya? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this town and in this house and my whole rotten, dirty life. I'm sick of. Uh, I'm sorry, Mary, Janie, Tommy. I didn't mean. Peter, forgive me. What was it? What was it you wanted to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
What's the matter with everybody? Janie, I told you to play. Go on, play.
Oh, Daddy.
George, why must you torture the children?
Mary, I'm sorry. I never should have. I never.
Yes, operator. Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie. Pray very hard.
Me too.
You too, Tommy. Yes? Hello, Uncle Billy?
So what is it, George? Why have you come to see me?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need help. Through some sort of accident, my company shortened their accounts. I've got to raise $8,000 immediately.
Oh, so that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about.
Reporters?
Yes. Oh, there's a man over there from the DA's office too. He's looking for you.
Please help me, Mr. Potter. Won't you please? Can't you see what it do to my family? I'll pay you any interest if you still want the building and loan,
George, could it possibly be there's a slight discrepancy in the books?
No, sir. There's nothing wrong with the books. I've just misplaced $8,000 and I can't find it anywhere.
You've misplaced $8,000.
Yes, sir.
I see. Have you notified the police?
No, sir. I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming is tomorrow and
George, what have you been doing? Playing the market with the company's money?
No, sir. No, sir, I haven't.
What is it then, a woman? It's all over town you've been giving money to Violet Bick.
What?
Why did you come to me? Why didn't you go to Sam Wainwright and ask him for the money?
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
I thought you had lots of friends.
They don't have that kind of money. You're the only one who can help me, Mr. Potter.
I see. I've suddenly become quite important. What kind of security would I have, George? Do you have any stocks?
No, sir.
Bonds, real estate, collateral of any kind?
I have some life insurance. A $15,000 policy. I brought it with me.
How much is your equity in it?
$500.
Look at you. You are so cocky. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? A miserable little clerk crawling in here on your hands and knees begging for my help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds, nothing but a miserable little $500 equity in a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive. And since the state examiner is still here, as a stockholder of Bailey Building and Loan, I want to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation, malfeasance. In fact, I'm calling the sheriff's office right now.
No, I'm going. I'm going.
Miss Reideman, I know you're in the other office with your ear to the door. Get in here.
Don't you think this little joke of yours has gone on long enough, Mr. Potter? We both know you've got Bailey's money. His uncle got confused and handed it to you with those newspapers.
No way anyone would prove it.
I saw him do it.
You're smart enough to keep your mouth shut too, and you'll continue to do so.
No skin off my
Off
nose.
your nose. Oh, and one other thing, Miss Reineman, this isn't my joke.
What do you call it then?
Revenge, Miss Reineman. I call it my revenge. Yes, hello, Bob? This is Potter. I want to swear out a warrant. What for? Or for the arrest of George Bailey.
In a moment, after these words from our sponsor, we will return to the Twin Lakes Radio Players audio adaptation of It's a Wonderful Life.
Krentz Brothers Excavating will dig deep to take care of all your excavating needs. Locally owned and operated, we guarantee we'll make the grade. Krentz Brothers have the know-how to dig the way they should. They'll grade better than any teacher could. Krentz Brothers Excavating, we're on the level. Krentz Brothers Excavating.
And now, the conclusion of It's a Wonderful Life.
Hey, Mr. Martini, how about some of that good spaghetti?
She's a coming right up.
Nick, I'll take another bourbon. Make it a double.
Shouldn't you be going home, George? I can find somebody to take you.
I said I'll...
Okay. I'll be right back.
God, dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, please show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope, God. Please help me.
Here you go, George. A bourbon. But I think that you better...
I'll have another one after this, Nick.
Ain't you had enough, George?
I said I'll...
Hey, Mr. Bailey.
Hello, Mr. Martini. How's the new house?
She's a fine, thanks to you. Say, why you drink so much, my friend? It's a Christmas Eve. You should be at home with your family. Please go home, Mr. Bailey.
Bailey? Which Bailey?
This is Mr. George Bailey.
George Bailey? Come here, you!
Hey, get off of him!
You got this coming, Bailey!
Oh, no.
Next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse, Bailey! She teaches you slaves and teaches your kids, Bailey! You yelled at her over the phone! She cried for over an hour!
You get out of here, Mr. Welch. You know I will come back.
All right, I'll leave.
You okay, George?
Yeah, I'm okay. So much for praying.
That fella don't come into my place no more. You hear what I say, Nick?
Yes, sir, you bet. You want me to call somebody, George? Your lips bleeding there.
Huh, it is.
Nick, call the doctor for Mr. Bailey. You sit down now, Mr. Bailey. You not feel good, please.
No, it's okay. But he was right.
Who? Welch? No, he's just a hothead.
No, I mean Potter.
Potter?
He said I was worth more dead than alive. He was right. I'm worth nothing alive, but dead? Dead, I'm worth $15,000. Help me up, Nick. I've got someplace I gotta go.
Oh, he shouldn't be driving in his condition.
He won't be driving for long. Look.
He hit a tree. Is he all right?
He's fine. See, he's getting out of his car.
Didn't do that tree any good. Where's he going?
Out onto the bridge.
The current's running pretty swift.
See what he's doing now?
He's going to jump. Can he swim?
Oh, he can swim, but it would take a mighty effort to fight that current, an effort he doesn't care to take. No, he'll go straight to the bottom and stay there.
Oh, no.
Clarence, it's time.
All right then, Joseph. Here I go!
What the?
Help! Help!
Hold on!
Help
I'm
me!
coming!
Help!
Here, hand me another log for the fire.
Log? Oh, here.
Thanks.
Are my clothes dry yet?
Not yet. Good thing the cabin wasn't locked and there was some wood for the stove. First time I've been lucky today.
Oh, luck had nothing to do with it.
It didn't, huh? Then what did?
Heaven. It was all arranged.
Uh-huh. How'd you happen to fall into the river?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in.
Trying to kill yourself?
Oh my, no. Trying to keep you from killing yourself.
Me? What are you talking about?
I knew that if I were drowning, you'd stop thinking of killing yourself and try to save me. And you did, you see? And that's how I saved you.
Yeah, very funny.
Your lips bleeding, George.
Yeah, I got a bust in the mouth in answer to a prayer.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm the answer to your prayer. That's why I was sent down here, George.
Say, wait a minute. How do you know my name?
I know all about you. I've watched you grow up from a wee lad.
Just who are you?
Clarence Oddbody, ASC.
ASC?
Angel, second class. I'm your guardian angel, George.
You look about like the kind of angel I'd get. Where are your wings?
Well, I haven't won my wings yet. You'll help me earn them, won't you?
Oh, sure. How?
By letting me help you.
Only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have...
$1,000?
Well, yeah. How'd you know that?
I told you. I'm your guardian angel, George. I know everything about you.
Everything, huh?
Everything.
Well, then you'd know I'm worth more dead than alive.
Well, that's not true. Why, if it hadn't been for you...
Had it been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off. I wish I'd never been born.
Now, George, I've got my job to... Wait a minute, what did you just say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Never been born. You know what? I think that might just work. What do you think, Joseph? Yes, sir. That'll do it. All right, George, you've got your wish. You've never been born. Well, you needn't make such a fuss about it.
What'd you say?
You've never been born, George. You don't exist. You have no care in the world. No worries, no obligations, no $8,000 to find, no potter, no sheriff.
Wait a minute. What was that the doggonest thing? I can hear it in my bad ear.
Your lips stop bleeding too, George.
And it stopped snowing. What's happening here? Just as soon as my clothes are dry,
Your clothes are dry, George. Because they've never been wet. Mine too.
Stove must have been hotter than I thought. Come on, let's go. We'll walk up to my car and get... Oh, I forgot. You're an angel. I'll walk. You can fly.
I can't fly.
Oh, right. No wings. Come on. That's funny. I could have sworn.
What's the matter?
This is where I left my car. And it isn't here.
Of course not. You have no car.
Well, I had a car. And it was right here. Somebody must have moved it.
No, it was never here.
Sure it was. I recognized the tree. I ran into this tree. Cut a big gash on the side here. Stripped off the... There's not a mark on it.
Well, a good thing too. It's a very important tree. The oldest tree in all of Pottersville.
What do you mean, Pottersville? You mean Bedford Falls?
No, I mean Pottersville. Look at the sign.
Pottersville. Population. What's going on here? There's something wrong.
Indeed there is.
Maybe I left my car at Martini's. Come on, Gabriel.
Clarence!
Right, Clarence. Clarence. Hey, Nick, I was wondering if I left my... How'd you do this so fast? It's all different.
I don't know what you're talking about, mister. What'll it be?
Where's Martini?
I made you one yet. You just walked in, so what? You want a martini?
No, your boss, Mr. Martini. Where is he?
Look, I'm the boss here, okay? This is my place, so do you want a drink or not?
Okay, all right. Double bourbon.
And what'll it be for you, Grandpa?
Oh, it's been so long since...
Look, mister, I'm waiting for you to make up your mind.
And you're doing a fine job. That's a good man. Thank you. So many choices. I was just thinking, perhaps a flamin' rum punch? No, not cold enough for that. Wait, I know. Mulled wine. Yes, heavy on the cinnamon. Off with you, my lad, and be lively.
Hey, we serve hard liquor in here for men who want to get drunk fast, and I don't need any characters around to give the joint atmosphere. You got that? Or do I need to rabbit punch you once or twice to get the idea through?
Rabbit punch? Is that like rum punch?
Hey, don't get cute with me.
Nick, just give him the same as mine. He's okay, just a little... You know.
Okay, 2 double bourbons. I'll be back with them. Make real sure you got the money.
I've never seen Nick act this way.
He's not exactly the man you knew. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things. Somebody just got his wings!
What?
Every time you hear a bell ring, it means an angel just got his wings. Another one!
Oh, look, it might not be a good idea to mention you're getting your wings so loud.
Why? Don't they believe in angels?
Yeah, but...
Then why should they be surprised that I'm an angel?
What's he talking about?
Oh, you know how it is with some old people. They get a little...
I'm not old. I'm only 293. That's very young for an angel.
You're 293 years old.
Well, not really, no.
There, you see,
I'm 292. I won't be 293 until next May.
Okay, that does it. You two pixies, out. You can walk out the door or fly out the window. I don't care, just get out now.
Hey, Nick, don't worry about it. He's just a harmless...
That's another thing. Where do you get off calling? I don't know you.
What do you mean you don't know me?
Hold it a minute. Hey, who let that drunk in here while I wasn't looking? Hey, Rummy. Yeah, you. Come here, worthless.
Well, boy's sick. Pill. I thought maybe boy's sick. I thought maybe just buy me a drink, Mister. I thought maybe.
Hey, Rummy. Didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here again? You want a drink? Here's a whole pan full of dishwater. Drink this.
No, Nick, wait. Hold it. Mr. Gower. Mr. Gower. It's me, George Bailey. Don't you know me?
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Throw the old Rummy out.
No. Nick, that's Mr. Gower. How can you?
You know what? That's another reason for me not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in prison for poisoning a kid. If you know her, you must be a jailbird yourself. These two, throw them out too.
Nick, wait. Hey, let go of me.
Nick! Don't you know me? Nick!
Hey, everybody, look at me. I'm giving out wings. I'm giving out wings.
Here, let me help you up. At least they managed to toss us into a snowbank.
Look! I made a snow angel!
Yeah, very funny. Everything's kind of funny tonight. Nick not knowing me and Mr. Gower.
You see, George, you weren't there to stop him from putting that poison into those capsules.
What are you talking about? I was there. Look, who are you?
I told you, George. I'm your guardian angel.
Yeah, sure. You're some kind of hypnotist or something. Everything's different.
They're different because you were never born.
If I was never born, who am I?
Nobody. You have no identity. There is no George Bailey. Your wallet's empty. You have no cards, no driver's license, no insurance policy. Oh, and they're not there either.
What are you talking about? They're not there. What's not there?
Zuzu's petals. The ones that fell from her flower. The ones that you hid in your watch pocket when you turned away to fix her flower. They're not there, George, because that never happened.
They're not there.
What a great gift, George, to see what the world would have been like without you.
This is some sort of dream I'm having here. All right, that's it.
Where are you going?
I'm going home to see my wife and family. You understand? I'm going alone.
How am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. No, I didn't have a drink.
Everything's different. Saloons, pool halls. Wait a minute. Where's the building and loan? Hey, can you help me? Where'd the building and loan move to?
The what?
The building and loan? Bailey Building and Loan? It was here in this building.
Oh, that place. It went out of business years ago.
Went out of... Hey, Ernie! Ernie! Taxi! Taxi! Take me home, Ernie. Something funny's going on, and I need time to think. Take me home.
Well, where do you live, Mac?
Doggone it, you know where I live. Don't start this with me. 320 Sycamore.
320 Sycamore, you sure?
Well, of course I'm sure. Hurry up. Help me here. You're Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and your kid. That's right, isn't it?
You seen my wife?
Senior. Ernie, I've been to your house 100 times.
What are you trying to pull, Mac? I live in a shack in Potter's Field. My wife ran away 3 years ago and took the kid. I ain't seen him since, and I ain't seen you before in my life, see?
Okay, just step on it. Get me home.
This the place?
Of course it's the place. This is my... Wait a minute. What happened to the windows, to the...
Mister, this house ain't been lived in for 25 years.
Wait here. I'll be right back. Wait here.
Darn right I will. You ain't paid your fare!
Mary? Tommy? Peter? Janie? Zuzu? Where are you guys?
They're not here, George. You had no children. You never existed to have them.
What have you done with them?
All right, put up your hands. No fast moves.
Watch him, Bert. I'll grab the other one.
Oh, ouch! Now this is just rude. Didn't your mother ever...
Bert, thank God. What's happened to this house? Where's Mary? Where are my kids?
I said put up your hands.
Bert, Ernie, what's the matter with you guys? Look, it's this fellow here. He says he's an angel. He's trying to hypnotize me. Hey, let go of me, Bert. Bert, you're twisting my...
Ow! Run, George! Run!
You bit me. That does it. You're under arrest.
Help, Joseph! Help! Help, Joseph!
Hey, where'd he go?
I had him right here.
Well, you ain't got him now.
No,
This place is haunted, Bert. Let's get out of here.
Mother, open up. It's George. Open up.
Mother, what do you want?
Oh, no. I thought for sure you'd remember me. Please, something terrible's happened to me. Something's happened to everybody. Please let me in. I don't know where to turn.
I don't take in strangers unless someone I know sends them. This is a respectable boarding house, and I won't have...
Boarding house? Mother, don't you know me? Look, proof. I know everybody you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy?
You know him?
Well, sure I do.
When did you see him last?
When did I? Well, today, over at his house.
That's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum ever since his business went under. And if you ask me, that's where you belong too.
She didn't even know me.
You look like you could use a friend.
Violet. Vi, you know me? You really know me?
Sure I do.
Vi, you gotta help me.
I'll give you all the help you need.
I gotta figure this out. I don't know. I could use a cup of coffee or something. We could go sit down and talk and maybe...
Sure, honey. But let's discuss price first.
Price? I don't... Oh, no. Not... Vi, what's my name?
Your name?
My name, Vi. What's my name?
Whatever you say it is, sugar.
I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here.
Hey, where are you going? What's the matter with you? Hey!
Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many other lives, and when he isn't around, it leaves an awful hole.
You got me under some spell or something. Well, I'm gonna get out of it. I know how, too. The last man I saw before all this started happening was Mr. Martini. I know where he lives.
You do?
Of course I do. I helped him buy his house. He lives in Bailey Park.
Are you sure this is Bailey Park? It looks more like an empty field and a cemetery.
Oh, I'm not sure I know anything anymore. Where are all the houses?
You weren't here to build them.
Nothing here but a cemetery.
Look over here, George.
At this tombstone?
Read the inscription.
In memory of our beloved son.
Read the name.
In memory of our beloved son. Beloved son. Harry Bailey?
Your brother Harry broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 9.
No, that's a lie. Harry went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it all away?
Clarence, where's Mary?
Oh, well, I can't.
Tell me where Mary is.
I'm not supposed to tell.
Tell me.
You never existed. She never married. I
Tell
can't.
me, or so help me.
Ouch! Let go. She's just about to close up the library.
The library. 2 blocks. Mary! Mary!
That was unpleasant. There must be an easier way to get my wings.
Good night, Mary.
Good night, Helen.
After you catch the bus, Mary, will you be all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I just need to lock up and walk home.
I'll see you in the morning then.
8 o'clock on the dot.
Good night.
Good night.
Mary!
The library will reopen at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mary, wait! Stop! Look at me! Mary!
Coach, please, you're...
Mary, it's me! It's George! Don't you know me?
No, I don't. Let me go.
Mary, please! Oh, don't do this to me! Please help me! Where are our kids? I need you, Mary. Help me!
Let me go. Let me go.
Hey, you, let go of her.
It's Miss Hatch.
Somebody grab him.
Call the police.
Let go! That's Mary! That's my wife!
Let me go! Ah!
Mary! Mary, come back!
Oh, no, you don't, buddy.
He's getting away.
Grab him.
Officer, over here.
All right, buddy, you're not getting away again.
Hey, let go of my...
Come along with me.
Sorry to do this to you, Bert. Clarence! Where are you? Clarence! Clarence! I need you. I believe, Clarence! 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 Help me, Clarence! Please! Give me back! Give me back! I don't care what happens to me. Please give me back to Mary and the kids. Help me, Clarence! Please! Help me! I want to live again! I want to live again! Please, God, let me live again!
George, you all right?
Stay away from me, Bert.
What's the matter with you?
Just get out of here, Bert. Or so help me, I'll hit you again.
Hit me again? What the Sam Hill you talking about, George?
I'm warning you, Bert. Did you call me George? Bert, do you know me?
No, are you kidding? I've been looking all over town for you. I saw your car piled into the tree down the road, and I thought maybe you... Hey, your mouth's bleeding.
What? I'll be... My mouth's bleeding. Bert, my mouth's bleeding. Wait a minute. Let me check my... Zeus's petals. They're here, Bert. What do you know about that? Zeus's rose petals.
What in the world, George?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Bert. I gotta go.
I'll give you a ride back too.
No, I can't wait. Merry Christmas, Bert. Merry Christmas. Mary, I'm coming home. Mary, look. There's my car. It's there again. Smashed. Probably broken axle. Isn't that great? Hey there. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, George. Merry Christmas, George.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, George.
Happy holidays, George.
Bedford Falls. The sign's back. Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls. Merry Christmas, Martini's Restaurant. Merry Christmas, you wonderful building and loan. There's a light on in Potter's window. Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter.
And a Happy New Year to you in jail. Go home. They're waiting for you with arrest warrants.
I'm on my way. I can hardly wait. Merry Christmas, Main Street. Merry Christmas, hardware store. Merry Christmas! Mary!
Mr. Bailey.
Hello, Miss Bank Examiner. Let me shake your hand. Hope you haven't been waiting here long. You seen Mary?
Mr. Bailey, there's a deficit.
I know. $8,000. Is she upstairs, maybe?
George, I've got a paper here that
I'll bet it's a warrant for my arrest, isn't it, Sheriff?
Yes, I'm afraid it is, George. I'm sorry. It's my job. I just can't.
Of course it is. And you're awful good at it, too.
Well, thanks.
A warrant for my arrest. Isn't that wonderful? Give me a minute to find Mary, would you? Maybe she's upstairs. Where are the kids?
George, if you'd...
Isn't this a great old drafty house? Mary!
Daddy!
I told you I heard Daddy's voice.
Daddy's home.
Peter, Janie, Tommy.
Welcome home,
Merry
Dad.
Christmas, Daddy.
Merry Christmas.
Where's your mother?
She went looking for you with Uncle Billy.
Daddy!
Zuzu, Zuzu, my little ginger snap. How do you feel?
Fine. And she's all better. Not a smidge of temperature.
Not a smidge of a temperature.
George, darling.
Mary. Oh, Mary.
Oh, George, we were so worried. Where have you been?
My Mary. And you've come back to me. And you're here. You have no idea what I've been through.
George, you have no idea. Quickly, George, they're on their way. Come into the living room. Stand here, right here by the tree.
What?
The room's going to be full in a moment. It's a miracle, George. It's a miracle.
What, Mrs. Bailey, you...
Get back, please. Move, please. Make some room for...
Mary, I'm here too.
I know why you're here. Move back. Clear path.
Happy holidays.
Get out of the way.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Me
George.
through.
I got some money in there.
I've got George a whole laundry basket full of money, and there's more coming. When Mary and I told everybody what happened, they all pitched in.
What? Where?
Jump out on the table, Uncle Billy.
Here you go.
Whoa, look at all that money. What is it, George? Another run on the bank?
Really high.
Here, I collected down at the firehouse. $242. How about that?
All right, folks, the line forms to the right. Mr. Martini, step right up here.
Really, let us
Here
break
goes
it go.
from me to you. I boosted the jukebox.
Mr. Gower.
Here, George. I made the rounds of my charge accounts.
I'm not leaving, George. I changed my mind. Here's your loan back.
George,
Miss Partridge.
the faculty took up a collection. They all contributed.
I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it weren't for you, George.
Everybody, quiet, please.
Brittany's got something to read. Quiet down, quiet.
It's a telegram from London.
London?
London? Who's in London?
Quiet, please. Quiet. Mr. Gower cabled you need cash. Stop. My office is instructed to advance up to $25,000. Stop. Merry Christmas. Sam Wainwright.
Good guy.
Sam.
Looks to me like that $8,000 isn't missing after all, George. It's all here, and then some. I guess I can tear up this warrant.
Under the circumstances, Mr. Bailey, the building and loan has passed my inspection. Oh, and here's my $5 contribution.
Now, Mommy?
Now, Janie. Mr. Martini, how about some wine?
It just so happens I got the wine for everybody.
Harry.
Harry?
Harry, you're finally
War
here.
hero?
Uncle Harry. Merry Christmas, George.
Merry Christmas, Harry.
We got him police escort from the airport. Darn fool flew all the way in a blizzard.
What about your banquet in New York?
Oh, I left right in the middle of that as soon as I got Mary's telegram. I borrowed a plane. Someone hand me a glass of wine.
Yeah, here you go, Harry. Wine.
A toast, a toast.
A toast. What's up, a toast?
To my brother George, the richest man in town.
To George.
George.
George, what's this? A card in the tree with your name on it?
Open it, Mary. What's it say?
Dear George, remember no man is a failure who has friends. Thanks for the wings. Love, Clarence? Who's Clarence?
A dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy, the bells on the Christmas tree are ringing.
They sure are, Zuzu.
Teacher says that every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Your teacher's a smart woman, Zuzu. Attaboy, Clarence!
You've been listening to the Twin Lakes Radio Players' dramatization of It's a Wonderful Life. And now, WTLC is now signing off for the broadcast today. Good night and Merry Christmas!
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.